For decades, Consumer Reports has been the gold standard for vehicle reliability ratings. Their annual rankings influence millions of buyers, guiding them toward the most dependable models on the market. But this time, something is different. In a move that sent shockwaves through the automotive industry, Consumer Reports released findings that challenge everything we thought we knew about car reliability. Brands that were once considered rock solid have seen their rankings plummet, while unexpected contenders have risen to the top. The revelation has sparked debates, forced automakers to reevaluate their strategies, and left consumers wondering, what does this mean for the future of car ownership? To understand the gravity of this shakeup, we need to look at how Consumer Reports collects its data. With feedback from over 150,000 vehicle owners, their reports provide one of the most comprehensive looks at real-world dependability. They don't just test cars in controlled environments, they rely on the experiences of people who drive these vehicles every day, in every condition imaginable. But this year's report has exposed serious reliability concerns in unexpected places. Automakers that have traditionally been known for dependability are now facing backlash from frustrated owners, dealing with issues ranging from glitchy electronic components to costly mechanical failures.
Well, this morning we want to let you know about a recall alert for Honda vehicles. Roughly 720,000 of its vehicles are being recalled due to the fuel pump possibly leaking and starting a fire.
The industry is changing rapidly, and many companies are struggling to keep up with the demands of modern technology while maintaining their hard-earned reputations for reliability. One of the biggest changes in this year's findings is the decline of traditional powertrains. Vehicles that once relied on simple, time-tested internal combustion engines are now equipped with highly sophisticated hybrid and electric drivetrains, packed with software-driven components. While these technologies promise greater efficiency and performance, they also introduce new points of failure, and many consumers are reporting issues with battery longevity, charging systems, and complex electronic dashboards. So what's behind this sudden shift? Why are some of the most trusted brands struggling, and who are the unexpected winners of this year's rankings? The answers reveal a seismic shift in the auto industry, one that could affect everything from used car values to brand loyalty for years to come. The rise and fall of reliability titans. For years, brands like Toyota, Lexus, and Honda have sat comfortably at the top of Consumer Reports' reliability rankings. They've been synonymous with longevity, low maintenance costs, and mechanical simplicity. But this year's report tells a different story. While Toyota and Lexus still perform well, their once untouchable dominance has started to slip. The culprit: increased complexity. As automakers push for more advanced driver assistance systems, hybrid powertrains, and digital interfaces, new reliability concerns are emerging. More electronics mean more potential points of failure, and owners are reporting glitchy infotainment systems, sensor malfunctions, and costly software updates. Lexus, long known for its bulletproof reliability, has seen increasing complaints about malfunctioning touchscreens, faulty hybrid batteries, and inconsistent driver assist features. Toyota, while still highly ranked, has had issues with transmission lag in newer hybrid models, frustrating customers who expected the same level of dependability they were used to. These brands are now at a crossroads. Do they scale back complexity in favor of reliability, or double down on tech innovation? At the same time, brands that were once dismissed as unreliable are making surprising comebacks. Mazda, Mini, and Buick have quietly climbed the rankings, proving that strategic innovation and quality control can rewrite a brand's reputation. Mazda in particular has impressed with its SkyActiv technology, which optimizes efficiency and durability without overcomplicating its vehicles. Buick, often overlooked in conversations about reliability, has benefited from fewer recalls, improved material quality, and simplified engineering choices. Even Mini, once notorious for electrical issues and transmission failures, has made major strides by focusing on meticulous craftsmanship and streamlined production processes. Meanwhile, some luxury automakers are taking a major hit. Brands like Mercedes-Benz and Audi, long associated with cutting-edge technology, are finding that high-end doesn't always mean highly reliable. Complex infotainment systems, advanced suspension setups, and turbocharged engines are causing unexpected maintenance headaches for owners. This unexpected shift is causing ripple effects across the industry. Used car buyers, who typically look to past reliability rankings to make purchasing decisions, are reassessing their options. Meanwhile, automakers that once relied on their bulletproof reputations to sell cars are being forced to rethink their approach. The question now is this a temporary shakeup, or are we witnessing a permanent transformation in automotive reliability? As we dig deeper, the forces behind these changes become even more intriguing. The golden age of used cars. There was a time when buying a used car felt like rolling the dice. Would you get a reliable gem that lasts for years, or an expensive headache with hidden mechanical issues? That uncertainty has drastically changed over the last decade. Thanks to advancements in engineering, better manufacturing standards, and consumer access to vehicle history reports, the used car market has entered what experts call a golden age of reliability. For many consumers, a 5 to 10-year-old car represents the sweet spot. It has already endured the steepest depreciation curve, yet still offers strong reliability, updated safety features, and modern technology. Brands like Honda, Subaru, and Ford have traditionally dominated this segment, with models that hold their value and continue to perform well even with high mileage. However, this year's Consumer Reports rankings introduce an unexpected twist. Not all used cars from historically reliable brands are aging as gracefully as before, while models from Mazda, Toyota, and Lexus continue to prove their worth in the secondhand market. Others are showing alarming trends in electrical failures, transmission issues, and costly repairs. For buyers, this shift means the old rules of thumb, sticking with legacy brands for reliability, may no longer apply. More research is required, and new contenders are emerging as top choices for used car shoppers. For instance, Buick and Mini, long overlooked in the secondhand market, are proving to be smart alternatives with higher than expected dependability ratings. The surge in used car reliability also means buyers have more options than ever before. Thanks to detailed vehicle history reports, online marketplaces, and manufacturer-certified pre-owned programs, finding a dependable used car has never been easier. More people are holding on to their vehicles longer, meaning the cars that enter the used market have often been better maintained than in previous decades. Yet, despite these advantages, the cost of used cars is at an all-time high, due in part to supply chain disruptions and a shortage of new vehicles over the last few years. As a result, some buyers are reconsidering their options. Is it better to buy a newer, less reliable car or an older, well-proven model? But while used cars are enjoying a golden era, some once reliable brands are experiencing a sharp decline. The next chapter uncovers the surprising brands that have fallen from grace and what's causing their reliability to crumble. A struggle for survival, the decline of once reliable brands. For years, brands like Chrysler, Dodge, and Volkswagen built their reputations on performance and affordability. However, recent Consumer Reports rankings reveal a troubling reality. These once dependable automakers are struggling to keep up with modern reliability standards. Take Chrysler and Dodge, for example. Known for their powerful engines and bold designs, they now find themselves at the bottom of reliability rankings, with the reports of frequent electrical malfunctions, transmission failures, and poor build quality. Recurring issues like faulty infotainment systems, premature engine wear, and high maintenance costs have made them less attractive to consumers looking for dependable transportation. Meanwhile, Volkswagen, a brand once celebrated for its engineering prowess, has faced increasing scrutiny over unreliable dual-clutch transmissions, inconsistent fuel system performance, and unpredictable turbocharged engines. These issues have eroded consumer confidence, with buyers wary of expensive long-term maintenance costs. One of the biggest culprits behind this decline? Overcomplicated technology and cost-cutting measures. Automakers are pushing the boundaries of software-driven features, automation, and hybrid drivetrains, but without rigorous quality control, these advances become liabilities rather than strengths. As manufacturers rush to stay competitive in an evolving market, quality assurance is sometimes sacrificed for speed and cost efficiency. At the same time, the competition is getting tougher, with brands like Mazda, Buick, and even Tesla making strides in improving reliability. Consumers now have more choices than ever, forcing struggling brands to either reinvent themselves or risk irrelevance. Another issue plaguing once reliable brands is the rising cost of vehicle repairs. More advanced electronics and integrated vehicle software mean that fixing even minor issues requires expensive dealership repairs. Some consumers report that simple electrical problems now cost hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to fix, further tarnishing the reputations of these brands. At the dealership level, many of these struggling brands are also facing lower resale values, making it harder to justify purchasing them new. As a result, some customers are turning to alternatives that offer better long-term dependability and lower ownership costs. The question remains, can these automakers bounce back, or are we witnessing the slow disappearance of once iconic brands from the reliability conversation? As the industry adapts, so too must these companies if they want to regain consumer trust and compete with new industry leaders. The unexpected rise of new contenders. In the automotive industry, brand loyalty is often deeply ingrained, passed down from generation to generation. Consumers have historically stuck with trusted names like Toyota, Honda, and Ford, confident in their track records for reliability. However, Consumer Reports' latest findings signal a radical shift in consumer perception. Some of the biggest names in reliability have begun slipping in the rankings, making way for surprising new challengers. Brands like Mazda, Buick, and Mini, long considered underdogs, are now emerging as some of the most reliable choices on the market. These brands have taken a different approach, prioritizing precision engineering, rigorous quality control, and technological refinement without overcomplicating their vehicles. Mazda. From budget to benchmark. Mazda has undergone a remarkable transformation, evolving from a budget-friendly alternative to an industry leader in dependability. The secret to its success lies in its SkyActiv technology, which prioritizes efficiency, durability, and simplified mechanics over excessive complexity. Unlike other automakers, Mazda has resisted the trend of overloading vehicles with unnecessary tech, instead focusing on refining core engineering principles. As a result, models like the Mazda CX-5 and Mazda 3 have skyrocketed in reliability rankings, earning the trust of consumers who value low maintenance costs and long-term durability. Furthermore, Mazda has strategically limited its reliance on turbocharged engines and complex hybrid systems, which have been a source of reliability issues in competing brands. By sticking to naturally aspirated engines and refined transmissions, Mazda has ensured smoother performance, fewer mechanical failures, and lower ownership costs. Buick. The quiet comeback. For years, Buick was viewed as a relic of a bygone era, primarily appealing to an older demographic with luxury sedans that lacked excitement. But recent Consumer Reports findings suggest that Buick is experiencing a revival. By improving build quality, reducing recalls, and simplifying designs, Buick has quietly climbed into the top tiers of reliability rankings. Newer models, such as the Buick Enclave and Encore, have demonstrated fewer mechanical issues, making Buick a viable option for younger buyers seeking dependable crossovers. A key factor in Buick's resurgence has been its focus on quality control. Unlike many competitors who have embraced aggressive cost-cutting measures, Buick has invested in high-grade materials, improved suspension systems, and refined electronic components, ensuring a longer lifespan for its vehicles. This approach has helped restore consumer confidence in a brand that was once overshadowed by its domestic rivals. Mini, turning a reputation around. Mini was once notorious for reliability nightmares plagued by faulty transmissions and electrical problems. But over the past decade, the brand has completely redefined itself.
and we're going to see what this latest car is like to drive, to find out whether or not this new Mini Cooper can live up to the expectation that comes from so many previous generations which were really successful.
By refining its engineering, improving supply chains, and standardizing quality control, Mini has proven that even brands with a troubled past can rise through the ranks. Consumer Reports now rates models like the Mini Cooper and Mini Clubman among the most reliable small cars on the market, shocking critics and longtime skeptics alike. A major shift in Mini's strategy has been its focus on eliminating common points of failure. By strengthening electrical systems, improving engine reliability, and refining automatic transmission performance, Mini has successfully tackled historical problem areas. Additionally, the brand's dedicated service programs and extended warranties have reassured buyers, providing greater confidence in their vehicle purchases. The rise of these new contenders reflects a broader shift in consumer priorities. Buyers are moving away from blind loyalty and instead focusing on real-world reliability data. As we transition into a more tech-driven era, automakers must balance innovation with dependability to stay competitive. The technology dilemma: innovation versus reliability. Modern vehicles are more advanced than ever, packed with autonomous features, digital dashboards, and software-integrated systems. While these innovations enhance the driving experience, they also introduce new reliability concerns. Consumer Reports findings suggest that as vehicles become more software-dependent, reliability ratings suffer. The software surge and its consequences. Many of today's reliability issues stem from the over-reliance on software-driven technology. From glitchy infotainment systems to failing driver assistance features, modern vehicles are encountering more electronic failures than mechanical ones. In brands that have traditionally ranked high in reliability, such as Toyota and Honda, customers are now reporting frustrating tech-related problems that diminish their experience. Some of the most common complaints include infotainment system crashes causing GPS and media malfunctions, sensor failures in advanced driver assistance systems leading to inconsistent lane keeping and emergency braking errors, over-the-air updates gone wrong, causing unexpected software bugs that require dealership fixes. While automakers race to integrate AI-driven safety features and digital interfaces, they risk alienating consumers who prioritize reliability over cutting-edge tech. The challenge now is clear: how can brands strike a balance between innovation and long-term dependability? The EV factor: electric cars and reliability struggles. Electric vehicles, EVs, are often marketed as the future of transportation, with promises of lower maintenance costs and longer lifespans. However, Consumer Reports data suggests otherwise. Despite having fewer moving parts than traditional combustion engine cars, EVs are experiencing growing pains in key areas. Battery degradation, leading to reduced driving range over time. Charging system failures, with owners reporting inconsistent home charging performance and supercharger compatibility issues. Complex software integration problems, making troubleshooting difficult when things go wrong. Even Tesla, which has dominated the EV market, has struggled with panel misalignments, unpredictable software glitches, and build quality inconsistencies, all of which have impacted its reliability scores. Other EV manufacturers, such as Lucid and Rivian, have also faced early issues in vehicle production quality and battery longevity. A growing concern is repair complexity. EVs often require specialized technicians and high-tech diagnostic tools, making maintenance more expensive and less accessible than traditional vehicles. Consumers who are drawn to EVs for their simplicity and sustainability are now realizing that long-term reliability still remains an open question. As the industry moves toward autonomy, electrification, and connectivity, automakers face an uphill battle. Will they sacrifice reliability in favor of rapid innovation, or will they find a way to make cutting-edge technology as dependable as the mechanical simplicity of the past? The next chapters will explore the global impact of Consumer Reports findings and what automakers must do to regain trust in an era of evolving expectations. The global ripple effect and the road ahead. Consumer Reports' latest findings aren't just sending shockwaves through the U.S. auto market, they're reshaping the global automotive landscape. The revelation that once reliable brands are slipping while unexpected contenders rise has forced automakers worldwide to rethink their strategies. This shift in perception is not just a wake-up call for traditional industry leaders, but a crucial turning point in how global markets react to changing consumer preferences, manufacturing practices, and the role of technology in vehicle reliability. How international markets are responding. In countries like Japan and Germany, where Toyota and Volkswagen have long been dominant, the new rankings have created a wave of concern among both consumers and industry leaders. Japanese automakers, known for their meticulous engineering, are now reevaluating their approach to software integration, while German manufacturers are scrambling to address quality control issues that have plagued their recent models. The fall of these giants in reliability rankings is causing many buyers to explore alternative brands, shaking up global market shares in ways never seen before. In emerging markets such as China and India, the shakeup is reshaping consumer preferences. Buyers in these regions have traditionally leaned toward globally recognized brands, but the rise of Mazda, Buick, and Mini in reliability rankings is challenging that trend. Chinese automakers like BYD and NIO, already making significant strides in electric vehicles (EVs), are seizing this opportunity to position themselves as reliable alternatives to struggling Western competitors. With these emerging brands focusing on affordable, durable, and tech-friendly vehicles, they are poised to disrupt the industry further, potentially reshaping the global hierarchy of automotive reliability. The effect on trade and manufacturing. The reliability crisis is also influencing global supply chains. Automakers that once outsourced production to cut costs are now reassessing their partnerships, fearing that quality control lapses could further erode consumer trust. In response, some brands are shifting toward regionalized manufacturing, bringing production closer to key markets to ensure stricter oversight. Companies are also ramping up supplier audits and internal testing to mitigate the risks of faulty components compromising vehicle performance. Another major shift is the increasing reliance on in-house software development. With infotainment glitches and sensor failures becoming major pain points, automakers are moving away from third-party software providers and developing their own proprietary operating systems to ensure greater reliability and seamless updates. Tesla was one of the first automakers to fully integrate its software in-house, and now traditional manufacturers are following suit, realizing that controlling both hardware and software is the key to ensuring long-term dependability. The global ripple effect is undeniable. Automakers that fail to adapt to these shifts risk falling behind in an industry that is evolving faster than ever. However, those who act swiftly and focus on regaining consumer trust will set the new standard for vehicle reliability in the years to come. The road ahead: how automakers must adapt. The future of reliability is no longer just about strong engines and durable transmissions. It's about balancing advanced technology with long-term dependability. So what must automakers do to regain consumer trust and redefine reliability in the modern age? 1. Prioritize software stability over novelty. Automakers need to shift focus from rapid software deployment to long-term stability. Instead of rolling out frequent, untested updates, manufacturers must invest in rigorous software testing and quality assurance. Companies like Tesla, which have often faced public scrutiny over software bugs, must move toward greater reliability testing before mass deployment. The ability to issue over-the-air updates is both a blessing and a curse. While it allows real-time improvements, it also introduces risk of unintended malfunctions, which consumers are growing increasingly frustrated with. 2. Invest in predictive maintenance and AI diagnostics. The key to long-term vehicle reliability isn't just better hardware, it's smarter diagnostics. By implementing AI-driven predictive maintenance tools, automakers can anticipate failures before they happen, reducing breakdowns and costly repairs. Brands that successfully integrate self-diagnosing technology will set a new standard for dependability. Predictive analytics can alert drivers about potential issues before they become major problems, minimizing disruptions and repair costs while ensuring a seamless ownership experience. Third, strengthen supply chain transparency. One of the biggest causes of quality inconsistency is a disjointed global supply chain. To counteract this, automakers must tighten their supplier networks, enforce stricter quality control, and even consider bringing more production in-house to maintain oversight over critical components like semiconductors and battery systems. The post-pandemic world has highlighted the vulnerability of long, fragile supply chains, and localizing production efforts may be the best path forward to ensuring consistent quality. 4. Make electric vehicles more repairable. Electric vehicles are here to stay, but their long-term reliability remains unproven. Automakers need to address concerns about battery degradation, software malfunctions, and expensive repair costs by designing modular EV components that are easier to replace and upgrade. A move toward standardized battery packs and open-source software solutions could significantly improve long-term EV ownership experiences. Without greater repairability and standardization, consumers may hesitate before fully embracing EVs as long-term solutions. 5. Restore consumer confidence through transparency. One of the most effective ways to rebuild trust is radical transparency. Automakers must be open about recall data, reliability reports, and repair costs, allowing consumers to make informed decisions. Brands that take a proactive approach, offering extended warranties, free software updates, and accessible maintenance plans, will earn loyalty in an era where trust is paramount. Consumer trust is hard to regain once lost, so brands that lead with honesty and clarity about their vehicle's strengths and weaknesses will stand out in the years to come. The future of reliability. The automotive industry is facing one of its most significant transformations in decades. Consumer Reports findings have not only shattered long-standing perceptions of reliability, but have also created a new set of expectations for both automakers and consumers. The brands that embrace this change, prioritize quality over speed, and commit to long-term dependability will emerge as the industry leaders of tomorrow. Those that fail to adapt, they risk fading into irrelevance as consumer trust shifts toward brands that prove they can evolve with the times. As we move forward, one thing is clear. The future of reliability isn't just about how long a car lasts, it's about how well it adapts to an ever-changing world. What are your thoughts on this massive industry shift? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth automotive insights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Blast off.